The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away first. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Creates a little room. Flying out to the left. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, App State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The carry going off right tackle here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Shakes off the defender. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Burrell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the Aztecs look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Now, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got it on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Chung. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He might want another play. To the air, it's Chung. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Aztecs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here we go. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Chung. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aztecs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Touchdown, App State. Stealing a score on special teams.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You could hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And the Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if I'm a defense, I'm so excited because they know they can't run the football on me. They got to use a little bit of trickeration. They got to do something different because they know they can't man up and run it right at me. They know I'm too good. So, defense, let's go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Charcoal!
Pushes ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yards.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. Takes his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's 4. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, your quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A quick pass to the left. On the move at the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Let's go. Finish. Okay, ready?
Back to throw, it's Chung. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Sanchez. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Ready, ready.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's out past the 35. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aztecs. They take the lead with the 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 13 to Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Music no. Music no. Base 27 jump.
The play action fake. This one's complete. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield, it's Chung. Got the back over the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Running back searching for a hole. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Looking to pass. It's Chung. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Gresham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Punt is in the air. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your off?
Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Scanning the field, it's Chung. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by 12 to San Jose State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac...
Touchdown, San Diego State! They've got the lead here in the fourth. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now, there he goes! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a run.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Things have not gone the way they've planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burrell. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Perez. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And we're all tied up, and who's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas? And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. will try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Past the first down marker and still running. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Chung. Finds his back in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this is a big drive for this offense, man. Late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
The Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll take it himself. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Second down coming up.
Military stunt.
Wants to pass, a clock an enemy. Plucks it out of the air. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Satellite. 414 satellite.
Back to pass, it's Chung. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.